It's me, Kathleen West, and I'm here to show you some cool things with service throttling. In front of me right now, I have a very simple demo service that's going to demo throttling to you. So pretend I have a test service running, and I have these service behaviors. Two of them, what we're going to discuss today, are concurrency mode and the instance context mode. So with the first example, I have this set up to run with multiple concurrency, so that means multiple threads, and client callers can access the service at a time. So it's like, come on, everybody join the party, I'll serve you all at once type of scenario. And then the instance context mode is, okay, I'm only having one party right now, but you're all invited to come. If that was set up to per call, that would mean I'd make a party for every caller. That's a good example, right? So we're going to talk about the configuration for the service next. So to control throttling in the service, you have two parameters that are available, actually a third one, but we're not going to talk about that today. We're just going to talk about max concurrent calls and max concurrent instances. So this one, the max concurrent calls, you guessed it, controls how many people you could have come into your party and ask, serving at one time. And this max concurrent instances is like how many server objects are running and how many parties are you having. So right now there's one party and I have multiple guests that I could serve, but I decided I have a limit. I can only invite 5 people to my party at a time. So here it is. It's set up for 5 calls. So we have a test client that I made, and this is just a simple console program. It's just going to demo multi-threading. It's going to, set up a thread of I'm going to change this from 8 to 10 people. I didn't like the number 8. Let's change it to 10 people. Okay, so I want 10 people to come to my party, I'm a client and I'm advertising the party, and I'm saying, okay, there's 10 people that can come to this party. But the server party organizer is going to say, wait a minute, bro, you can only have 5 people coming. And so it's going to limit, but this tester client is not going to know so. And we're gonna take a look. So it's going to spin up 10 different threads calling this service and wanting to get served like cake. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and start it up. So this is a very generic, basic service. I didn't do anything fancy for this demo. Sorry to disappoint. This is the console application, and this is the client tester. So it's going to pretend, we're spinning up 10 threads, 10 simultaneous calls to this party. Let's go ahead and try it. We got 10 threads going, and they're all trying to contact the service at the same time. Oh wait, only 5 got in at a time. And there's the next 5. So as you can see, the service is throttling requests. It's only allowing 5 callers to come in and be served at a time, and then completed before it goes on to the next batch. I'm going to go ahead and then run some stats so you can see what the thread times are. However, we're going to move on to the next demo. Close out this service. So let's pretend that you want to have, I don't know, a party for each of the callers. So there's another mode called per call, and so what it means is when each client or thread that calls the service, when they want to come into the party, the host, the service, actually makes up a new party all for them, and they're all alone. They get their own party and all the cake for themselves. However, you still have this multiple concurrency code multiple, so it could still only handle a certain number of requests. So let's go to the configuration. You wouldn't think that this matters with the number of people wanting to party, but it does. So it gets, with the concurrency set at 5, it still limits the number of parties it can make with callers, instances it can make to 5 at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and demo this to you. I'm gonna show it to you too, and then instances that are 5. So let's go ahead and run this. I have 10 threads. Oops. Now remember, it can only handle 2 callers at a time, but for each caller it spins up an instance. It's going to happen. Two at a time. Ooh. Our party goers are confused. Okay. We're learning a lesson here on concurrency. So it means it still has a calling limit of 2 because I changed that parameter. Okay. Let me close that and we'll look at a different scenario. Let's go ahead and change this to, I don't know, say 20. So that means, hey, I'm the service. I can handle all that you got. Give me your party goers. I'll make a new party for up to 20 people. But I can handle so many calls and calls. But, oh wait, I can only make 5 parties at a time. I can only make 5 server instances. I can't handle any more calls. So let's go ahead and run this. See what happens. Party, party, party. Who's gonna go to the party? 5 people are going to the party. Come on, let's get the other 5 going. The other 5 went. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. So as you can see, with multiple per call, the per call, what it does for each caller that calls a service for the test method, it's actually gonna instantiate a new service object to serve them. However, with this throttling limit, it's set to only allow the creation and use of 5 service objects at any given time. So therefore, your service is throttled to 5. So the takeaway from this is they say that truly to know throttling is to use it when you have to, and it's really based on experience and performance and looking at your service, but you should have some throttling in there in case people want to write nasty scripts that try to crash your service. Throttling is there to protect your resources and to serve as many as possible, because when you don't throttle and you have too many people wanting to come to the party at the same time, they don't all get an equal slice of cake. So keep that in mind. Have a blessed day. Hope you watch some of my other demos.